Welcome everybody, we're just getting set up here, so JV matchup between Eagan and Jefferson. So Ethan Mann gets it over to the middle, trying to find Kreiser. Jefferson dumps it back in over Liam Riley. Riley tries to get up to Pavic, and Pavic's able to find Mann in the center. Mann's reaching into the zone. Oh, and Kreiser tries to get the backhand. Jefferson takes it off to the sidewall and up but not out. Pavic's able to keep it in momentarily. Now it comes out to Liam Riley in the neutral zone. Riley's going to dump that all the way back down. And Jefferson goes into the corner to retreat. D-to-D pass here for the Jaguars. And Jaguars are going to try a long stretch pass, but that's broken up by Levine. Goes into the corner for Riley. And Riley tries to send a D-to-D pass over. Takes a bounce off the net. Levine plays it. And Razman tries to get it off the wall here. And puck goes far side back to the Jaguars. Riley up to Pavic, and Pavic looking for Razman. Razman across the middle. He's in a foot race with the Jaguar defender, who's able to get that out of the zone, dump back in by Siljan. And that's going to go behind the net for the Jaguars. Jaguars look up ice, try a breakout, broken up momentarily by Hansen. And now Razman applying pressure back in the zone. And Jaguars take it through neutral zone. Siljan back checking. They're going to dump that in. And here's Gino behind the net. Palello sends up to Razman. Razman touch pass over to Siljan. And Siljan Hansen on the far side. Hansen takes it wide around the defender. Gets a shot on net. Saved by the keeper. Back to Lures. Hits traffic in front. The Jaguars are going to take it back the other side. And here comes Jefferson into the Eagan zone. Played into the wall by Palello. Up but not out. And Jaguars flip that towards Micah, and he makes a save. Saves the rebound as well. Puck goes behind the net where the Jaguars pick it back up. Try to send that all the way back out to their D. Hansen and Lures put pressure, and Hansen flips that out into the neutral zone. Cats are going to go for a change. Larson puts some pressure on, and Palello gets the puck here. Palello sends that one over to Lures. Lures takes it into the neutral zone. He's going to dump that in on net. Steered to the side by the Jaguar keeper, but pressure put on by Eddie. And kept in by Quinn. Is that Quinn or Lures? That's Quinn. Quinn dumps that in. Goes behind the net here where Kreiser sends it back out to the point. Levine's going to walk the line. Levine with a hard shot just goes wide. And puck goes back out to Mead. Mead in the corner, looks for some options. And Mead's going to take it back in, tries to find slot, gets broken up by the Jaguars. Here they come other direction. Levine pressures, forces a dump in into the Cats zone. Riley takes it around the net, and Riley sends that up to Eddie, who tries to find Kreiser across the middle. Kreiser's going to do a 1-on-5. Brody gets a shot off. Goes into the corner here. He's going to get a little bit of help now from Mann. Mann pursues, also has Pavic. Pavic's able to win the puck race, gets it back to Riley, takes a shot, goes wide into the corner here. Razman tries to keep it in. He's able to. Razman sends it over to Mann. Mann with a flip shot on net. And we'll pause, and we're going to set up our camera a little bit different here.
It's like longest no whistle ever. Do you want to keep calling?
No, you. Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Razman, for covering for that great intro to this game. Puck is back loose for Palello at mid-ice there as he gets it into the zone onside. And Jefferson comes the other way and dumps it back in. Siljan's going to be the first on and went for the Cats. For those of you joining us, haven't seen many of these games. This is our first game, I believe, on an Olympic sheet size of ice, so a little more room to cover. Jefferson tries to get that up the middle, but gets sent out to Larson. He goes towards the net, takes a shot. Bobbled there a second by the Jefferson goalie, but save and recovered. Good?
Yeah, that's good.
Bloom Jeffers is Bloomington Jefferson. Mead takes that one in. He gets it out to the side of the net. Tried to pick that one up behind. That one came loose. That one sent down all the way to center ice for Riley to pick it up. Riley dumps it back in a little past the net there. Mead's going to get it in the far corner here, the close corner. And he's crunched into the boards there. Momentarily, Jefferson able to dig it off the boards. Over to the other side of the ice. That one gets back to the point for Riley. Riley took a shot. That one went off his shin pad. That one will go all the way down. Icing is the call. Number 1, Micah Strop in the net for your Wildcats. 7 o'clock game over this same channel, just a different video link. Our varsity team will be on rink 3 here at the Bloomington Ice Gardens. Typically we would be as well, but the Minnesota Wild have a showcase spotlight game with Jefferson and coincidentally the Eagan Pee Wee B1 team. So hopefully that's going well on that side. Exciting opportunity for those kids, as we also had an exciting opportunity for another shot on goal. That one will get sent down again. Jefferson with their second ice in the matter of just under a minute. 8:45 left. This rink does not have the capacity to show shots on goal, so we will make a guess that it's even right now. Pavic pinning up his guy behind the net. Man comes in to help. Jefferson able to get it away, but kept in the point. D-to-D pass over to Palello. That one gets sent on net. Nice job by Man to try to clean up the rebound there, but under the pads it went for the Jefferson goalie. Also number 1. And we'll find out soon who is truly number 1 in today's game.
Well, it's Pee Wee B1. It's even. There's 5,000 people.
Centered out front. That one almost tipped in by Pavic. Goes across and through the crease. Nice job by Lures to keep that in the zone as Kreiser is kind of straight after it. Kreiser pressure from behind. Pavic tried to get there as well. Tipped out front. Siljan broke out that breakout opportunity, and Razinen helps to get that one back into the neutral zone as well. Back on the puck, Lures sends it up to the Jefferson point, couldn't get a shot off. And Lures leaves that for Palello. Palello gets that up to Hansen with a nifty little touch pass to Siljan, who was streaking out of the zone. And here comes Liam Razinen. Fed that to Hansen out front. Shot wide from the point from Riley with some strength. Hansen, who's been playing D most of these past couple games season, looking good at his wing position. That one dumped back into the zone by Levine. Cats had to touch back up. Cats of the Wild variety, not the Jaguar variety. That one stick down out of the air by the Cougars, brought in by Eddie. Eddie's got 3 with him as well. Almost had that one over to Larson, just a step ahead of him. And Jefferson the other way, slowed down by Larson as he pulls it to the center. Cats back onside. Larson keeps to the onside. Nice shot and hard right into the Jaguar logo. I think that one hit the G. Chris, what do you think? Okay. Kind of wish I was seeing that Pee Wee game too. I'm sure it's very exciting over there. Announcers from the Wild had John DeCosmaker, who sings the anthem. He joins in on the fun. I'm sure it's a very fun atmosphere over there. Poked aside is Jefferson. That one sent into the bench. Might have reflected off a player or maybe Levine himself. Levine back off, as well as Riley in favor of Lors and Palello. That one sent on net by Pavic, Kreiser, and Siljan trying to regain control there. That one sent up the boards. Pavic recollects. Tries to pull to the center for himself, but that one gets taken away by Jefferson. Jefferson breakout 2-on-2 opportunity here, but Palello kind of interfered there. Taken behind the net by Jefferson. Back up to their blue line. Sent on net, almost tipped by the side by number 17 here. As Palello pushes him into the boards, back behind for Siljan. Siljan couldn't get it off the boards out front for the Jaguars. Turn and fire off the post. And sent all the way down for an icing call against number 6, Gavin Lures. Slowing down the play, need a couple guys to change shifts, so looks like a wholesale line change there for your Wildcats. On the ice is Mann, Razanen, Riley, Hansen, and Levine. Back out into the slot briefly, and then over to the sideboards. Floating puck goes by the crease. Wasn't any real danger. Levine behind the net, sends it up the boards, trying to hit Razanen. Mann picks it up, gets it over to Hansen. Hansen tips it in with a nice little play. Hansen over to Razanen. Razanen tried to get it to the center. A lot more ice to get from the corners to the front of the net. Mann not able to hammer it back in, but he does get his appreciation from behind as he gets pushed over there. Back into neutral ice. Nice job by Riley to type his man, Levine. Penalty coming here on cross-check on White. Number 14 goes to the box. An understaffed box. 2 people taking care of the clock, the scoreboard. Penalty doors are fended by themselves by the players. Cats on the power play. Nice shot there by Pavic. From the point. Pavic, Levine. Pavic shot on net. Loose out front. Levine had that briefly off his shin pads. Pavic had his stick raised, but still able to get a shot off. Jefferson will have to re-clear, and that one gets picked up by Pavic from the corner. Pavic through the neutral zone, into the zone onside, steps around one, toe drag, tried to get it to the front of the net, but Mann picks that up. Mann to Levine. Levine shot on net, gets off of, I think, one of her own shin pads. Not Prouty. That's Kreiser. Riley hits the side of the net. Cats able to get some good shots off here. Kreiser to Pavic across the other side for Riley. Riley to the point for Levine. He keeps it in just barely. Pavic takes the shot, goes off. Another Jefferson player with a nice block. And they send that back down the other end of the ice. 47 seconds left as Levine changes out for Lures. Siljan, Larson, Eddie and Riley on the ice. Riley streaking through the zone and into the offensive end. Keeping possession, trying to find a way to slow it down. Gets it back to the point for Eddie. Eddie, almost a little touch pass over for Lures. Lures with a great back check pressure. And Eddie as well. They'll try to find it, get it off the glass. And Siljan comes in to help out. 15 seconds left in the man advantage. Lures has pressure behind, but maintains control. Lures up to Larson. Larson's got Siljan on the other end of the ice. He's going to try to take it to the outside. Can't get a shot off. Gets caught up with a stick. No call. Jefferson is full strength. 5-on-5. Jefferson has one. Trying to get a stretch pass. Not able to. Comes in. Blocker save by Strupp. Collision there at the sideboards as Siljan sends it up the boards, up, intended for Larson there. Larson backhands it or gets it up to Palello. Palello dumps it in, goes off for a change himself. Jefferson sends it back into the neutral zone. Levine briefly got a stick on it, still goes in anyway. Razanen Levine in the corner, Jefferson at the top of the circles. Leave it at the point for their number 10. That one into the glass. Levine backhands that, trying to find Razin in there. To the point, Jefferson. That one gives off a skate into the corner, back up to the blue line. Levine gets that one sent out, gloved down, man skating after that. That one gets tipped up into the air. Razin giving pressure. That one has to be sent back in and out for Hansen. Hansen with all sorts of speed, trying to get over the trail. That one's going to scoot back up for Levine. Levine shot on net, again blocked by Jefferson. Back out, Levine dumps it in, Cats touch up and re-enter the zone. Number 18 Jefferson gets it over to the side. Stretch pass out front into the skates of Riley. Stopped short there. Picked up again by Kreiser. He's pushed down. Pavic gets it in the zone. Pavic driving the net. Didn't get a shot off. Went off the side of his skate. Or outside of his blade, I suppose. 1 minute left from the old-timey radio guy in the in the box. Colello sends it up to Kreiser. Kreiser stops short, waits for his team to enter or be ready to enter, and then he'll go off for a change. 41 seconds left. Man picks that up out in front, but goalie pokes it away. Nice poke check there by number 1 of the Jaguars. Pavic out to Larson. Larson trying to get to the point for Colello. Colello's able to keep it in. Colello trying to find the center there. No one at the opposite corner. That one's sent up. Lure's not able to keep it in, but here comes Larson. Larson on the outside. Has Pavic out in front. Larson had it off the back of the net. Pavic trying to maintain control. 9 seconds left. Both teams seem to be content with just having the puck eaten right now, and that'll be the end of the first period. We will be back. Maybe sooner than we think. Ice may not be cleared here. I think all resources are being reserved for rink 3. Yep, we're live right now.
How do you find it then on YouTube?
So on YouTube, it's Eagan Wildcats is our channel. Yep. I hope so. So you better say like good stuff, constructive feedback here, you know?
We were thinking more like gossip.
Oh, then I'm gonna pin this. Everyone wants to hear gossip.
Eat my pretzel with cheese clam.
I know. You can go on. I could take this.
I'll go in between the next 2. Maybe they'll do it every 2.
I think that's very optimistic.
Otherwise, I got 3 minutes to get my pretzel.
Yeah. So we'll have a short little break here. Let the boys take a gulp of water, Gatorade, whatever their beverage of choice is, and we'll be back for the start of the second period. Your score is 0-0. Back on the ice for the second period. Clock is now set. Nice eyes by the stripes there to keep everyone honest. And the puck is back down. Lures over to Palello. A little more talking on the ice now. That one gets intercepted by Jefferson. Out front, tipped into the corner. Mann's going to be the first one on that. Mann gets it out to Larson. Larson around one to Eddie. Eddie sends that into the corner. Back to Larson. Larson tried to get that back out front for Eddie, but that got intercepted. Mann to Eddie. Eddie tried to backhand that one as well. Larson behind the goal. He's pushed into the boards. Eddie picks up. In for Mann. Mann from a sharp angle out front. Quick whistle as the puck was still bouncing around like a pinball, but the ref said he had enough and calls it the play dead. Just about 45 seconds burned off the clock there on the ice. At the point is Riley and Levine. Levine. Pavic skating after that with a nice back check. Levine the first on it for the Cats. He backhands it away. Briefly loses control, but Pavic has it lost in his skates. Backhands it out to Kreiser. Kreiser. Siljan trying to retrieve behind the net, able to provide some pressure there with the help of Kreiser, Siljan and Kreiser. That one comes back the other direction for Jefferson. Riley not able to highlight out, but Levine behind the net with good positioning there. Sweeps it over to the side boards. Pavic had his stick gently thrown into the air. Jefferson behind the red line tried to center it. That one sent away by Riley. Back in for the Jaguars, sent back out by Levine, and back in. Riley got that up to Mann. Mann keeping it to the outside, waiting for some time and space. Sends it over to the slot for Razanen. Pavic, shot on goal, goes into the logo. Nice job by number one to readjust himself and cut off the angle of the second shot there as Pavic goes into the corner. Pavic had an option to get up to the point. Jefferson comes the other way. Jefferson driven up to the outside by Palello. Picked up by their Lures. Lures. Fancy little move in his skates, gets it up to Razanen. Razanen gets it out to Mann. Hansen going after it. Sent in onside, just by the hair by Jefferson. Almost out, kept back in. Boers tried to drive his man into the boards. That one goes up for Razanen, who sends it around one and gets it out with a nice little backhanded catch by Hansen. Hansen's got Palello driving that as well. Palello got a little too deep, but nice, impressive catch there by 37 Hansen. Shot blocked by Siljan. Nice angle there. Back for Palello. Back over to Siljan. Stick in the corner there. Not sure who that belongs to. That will go down for icing, but waved off as Jefferson got there first and hits it up into the netting with 11:47 left in the second period. Stick is not broken, just abandoned, perhaps. That didn't go well. Pavic into the corner. Back behind for Larson. Levine. Able to get a stick on it. Riley comes in to help out and sends it to the boards. Jefferson has it at the top of the slot. Levine cut off the angle. Shot goes off the post. And the secondary shot goes wide and behind. A great noise or a terrible noise, depending on which side you're on, but that whistle is the noise of an icing call. It's the most noise I've heard in this rink for a while. The collective groans of the puck clanging off the post. subduing the red paint for another day. Back to the crease, covered by our own number one, Mike Strop. And feeds that back. Lors drove it into the boards, up to Eddie. Kreiser in a foot race with Jefferson Jaguar. That one brought in. Cats have to clear and do. Sent across the ice. Almost to a stretch pass to a streaky number one, but that one gets whistled down. Another icing call. Brings another groan from the Jefferson fans. I'm not trying to leave out Bloomington, but Bloomington Jefferson is just a mouthful. I'll say Jaguars. Puck back down, Kreiser fighting for that. That one goes around the boards up to Jaguar number 9. He sends a pass, trying to get out, brought back in by Eddie. Far zone entry there on the other side. That one sent around by Levine to Eddie. Levine putting pressure at the point. That one does sneak back out. Eddie trying to regain control at the red line, and Kreiser picks that one up. Gets caught on his stick, maybe some skates there. Stretch pass in. Levine, nice job to keep defensive pressure there, and that one's picked up by Siljan. Siljan enters his own, shot goes and gets blocked. Why'd he have to go and do that? And that one gets sent into neutral ice and dumped deep into the zone. Riley the first on the puck. Riley looking for a breakout path, cuts to the center, gets it over to Larson, who catches it. Larson shot on goal right into the leather glove of Jaguars number 1. Another pressure in front for the Wildcats, saved by the Jaguar goalie. Back down for man, that one gets sent in, kept in by Palello. Larson picks that up. Larson shot into the slot, past it. Lewis tried to keep that in, misses the mark there. That one gets sent D to D. Palello back to Lors. Lors trying to find man. Man catches that. Surveys his options. Shot on net. Gets gloved down. Pavic sent off his skates. Picked up again by Man. Man sends it to the other end of the ice. Palello trying to get there and does. Palello being held up there. Pressuring was the Jaguars. Other direction there. Razinin covered while Palello was having his rush forward, and Palello jumps back into position. Riley sends that over to Siljan. Siljan up to Razinin, little out of his reach. Waved off, got it into the slot. And that one got up for Hansen. Levine back to defend a 2-on-1. He goes to the streaking man. Nice job of keeping him to the boards. That ends up on Razinin's stick. Razinin trying to find Siljan. Got shot in from the point by Jefferson. Jefferson reverses back around, bothered by Levine and Siljan. Siljan pulls it off the wall. He's trying to get back to it with the help of Riley. Jefferson behind the net. Looked like they were trying to scoop it up with a little lacrosse move there. Out front. Save by Strop. Backhanded towards the blue line. Back shot in back from the point. And Levine will send that up to Hansen. Hansen around, can't quite get the backhand, but a great opportunity for a pass from Levine to Hansen. That one gets tipped in, sent up off the glass. Out front, caught by Pavic. Pavic sends it to the red line and intercepted there by Jaguars with a DDD pass. Ends up on the stick of Man. Larson, that one gets sent towards the blue line but not in. Up in the air, rubbed down by Lures. Tried to send to the line, and that one gets dumped in deep by Larson. Man, good pressure. Pavic comes in to help out. Bolello sends that behind the net, picked up again by Lures, goes by the stick of Man. Pavic to Man. Man trying to drive the net. Larson had a shot from the front, gets deflected into the air. Both players looking to have a shoulder check there before getting the puck back into the slot. Larson sends that in. Thought that one got out, but apparently not. Pavic trying to get for Siljan. Siljan drives the net, can't get shot off. Kreiser had his shot blocked. He had an open net in front of him. Back up for Riley to Kreiser. Kreiser trying to pull to the center. Covered, but loose still around boards. Levine not able to get there in time. He tips it, so icing is waved off. Levine lost track of that for a second, but picks it back up. That was intentional. A set play. I've seen them practice many, many times. Levine drives it in deep into the zone. He's going to go after it as well. Backhands it, reverses around, no one home for his pass. Kept in there by Riley. Eddie back out for Riley off the skate. That one goes in the zone onside. Riley pushes his man to the glass. Picked up there by Eddie. Eddie, far pass over to Siljan. Nice little touch pass to Kreiser. Kreiser sends that in. That gets shoved into the corner by the netminder. Nice offensive chances here by the Wildcats in the last minute or so. Eddie trying to get a stick on that. Poked aside by Siljan with a poke check. Back in the corner for Lures. Behind the net for Polello. Lures sends it into the boards. Dodges the check. That one goes up for Kreiser. Kreiser sends up boards for Eddie. Nice little play there. Eddie takes a shot right into the shin pads of a Jaguar. Back the other direction for the Jaguars. They send it into the corner. Polello the first on it for the Wildcats. Gets intercepted at the point. Shot goes through the crease. Larson again, the first one to pick it up. Larson to Pavic. Pavic stops short. Shot blocked. Blocked again. Everyone fumbles. Puck stays out. Everyone looks to be okay. Tempers are low. We're okay. Game goes on. Interesting play there. And no goals to result from it. Pavic gets on the rails up to Man. Man trying to get it off the boards. Pavic, shot on net, gets saved there. Another shot, toe save, back up to the point for Riley. Riley, shot, and goal! Nice shot by Liam Riley. Gets one in from the blue line. I don't think that was tipped in. So, goal, Riley. Preston, hold. Oh, see, I can't get it.
Scoring is part of the Wildcats, number 33, Liam Riley. 6 on the play, 7 on the second, Garrett Larson.
That was a goal attributed to Riley, assisted from number 20, Larson. Jefferson tried to enter the zone there. They were offside. Brought in back. Levine tips that up to Hansen. Hansen to Razanen, to Siljan. Siljan had that taken away. Siljan still fighting for it. Hansen back in front, got Razanen at the corner. Hansen tried to backhand that one in as he was going across. Goalie was there to save it. 3:26 left in the first period. Shots are question mark to question mark. Goals 1-0 in favor of the Wildcats. Pucks back down. Jaguars come away with that, get it to the boards. Man trying to provide pressure, gets over to Eddie. Eddie's got Kreiser out front. That one goes by Kreiser and Mann. Back the other direction, past Lors, as Jefferson goes into the corner. Centers it around. Nice angle taken there by Strop, ready for that centering opportunity. Shot again, he has it. Out front, zone is cleared by Ethan Mann. Mann gets it to Eddie. Eddie up to Kreiser. Kreiser's pushed aside. Mann tried to feed that to Eddie, who was ready for a shot. Back up the boards, Lors. And touch pass left and not taken. That one will be sent down. Lors picks that up right in front of Strop, gets it over to Palello. Palello sends that into the zone, trying to find a Hansen there. And Palello backhands it out for Kreiser. Kreiser gets it up, was looking for Pavic. Kreiser, shot through, saved by the netminder, then sent out for a stretch pass there. Levine wasn't behind in time. I think that player had just gotten on the ice, so Levine wasn't even, I think, on the radar yet. But Jefferson picks that one up. Gets themselves on the board for the equalizer, 1-1. Back down for Pavic. Levine defending, trying to get it through, or able to get it, not able to get it through was the Jaguars. That one sent back in, Jaguar touch back up. Levine on it first for the Wildcats. Levine over to Larson. Larson finds Hansen. Hansen tried to get that over to Pavic, a little bit out of his reach. And Hansen sends that on in. Slowed down there by the netminder. Back to the point for Levine. Went by his stick. 2-on-2 back. Jaguars not able to get it in the zone on time. Picked off the wall by Larson. Larson got Pavic with him. Sends it on net, but passed. Pavic tries to slow that down. Pavic to Larson. Larson up to the point for Riley. Riley shot on goal. That one just a little high. Sent back out. Levine has that. Tried to center. Goes back out for Riley. Riley has his stick lifted, but still able to send it into the zone for Mann. Will be first on it. Mann needs some help there. He's taken down, no call. 1 minute left. Jaguars again trying to float one. Back behind the net. Siljan. Razanen keep it in. Razanen towards the slot. Mann trying to get that. And Razanen keeps it in. Siljan with pressure. Razanen as well. That one iced all the way down. Gets a call at 29 seconds left in the first period. Zamboni door is opening. It looks like this will be an ice clear. And Chris Razanen can get a pretzel. It's very important because we at Eagan don't have the best pretzels in our concession stand. Jefferson, Cottage Grove, they're at the top of the list. Jefferson the other way with 24 seconds left. Lors trying to put pressure there, but that goes behind the net. Lors sends it up the glass, trying to hit Eddie. Back down for Lors. Hansen coming in to help. That one goes across for Jefferson. They are not able to get that back into the slot. Brody leaves that for Hansen, back for Kreiser. Hansen able to get it into the zone, or into the neutral ice, but that is the end of the second period. One score for each team. We will enter in the third period tied, and we'll be back after this Zamboni break. No. Now it is. I'm talking to myself for first part of the third period there, so welcome back to the third period. You've missed a lot in the audio side of things. 2 quick goals by Mann and Siljan. Appreciate the viewing audience at home to keep me on my toes and let us know when we're falling behind. So thank you, Deb, for the nice reminder that we were on mute. I'm sure everyone wants to hear the sultry tones of a monotone master. Riley behind the net. Able to get that over to Pavic. Pavic with a nice touch pass. Mann, Kreiser. Side he's have enough. He's go out. Mann sends it back to the red line. Jefferson brings it in around 1 and 2. Off the crossbar. Jefferson tries to pick that up. Sends it off with a skate. That one goes into the corner. Riley with pressure. Taken out of the zone there. Trying there's Mann. Riley gets tied up. No call. Palello into the corner. Jefferson trying to send it out front. Net is off. And saved regardless. Ref gets that placed back into position. On the ice for your Cats is Hansen, Siljan, Razinen, Levine, and Eddie. That one sails past wide of the net, kept in by Jefferson, ends up on the stick of Levine. Levine up to Hansen. Hansen past the stick of Eddie, onside though. Eddie gets it over to Hansen. Hansen tried to get that over to Razinen. Razinen recovers, gets that back into the zone onside for Siljan and Eddie to fight over. Sent around the boards. Jefferson picks that one up. Jefferson breaks out, sent back in by Razinen as the Cats had to touch up there and regroup. Back for Levine. Levine sends that in. Icing is the whistle. Too far for anyone to retrieve. Levine is off the ice. Razinen's off the ice. Your defensive pair. Palello, Riley. Mann trying to push that forward. Gets to Kreiser. Back to Pavic. Pavic skating through. Enters the zone onside and dumps it into the corner. Kreiser. A little out of his reach. Stretch pass there for Jefferson. And Riley able to provide some good defensive play there. Into the skates of Pavic. Pavic picks that up. Tries to send it in. But that one goes the other way for Jefferson as they dump it in deep behind Strop's net. Palello sends that up the glass. A little too far for Kreiser, but a good opportunity there. Recovered there by Palello. Palello to Pavic. Pavic tried to backhand that out. Sent on net. Strop had the first save there. Riley behind the net. Sends that up into the netting. Very similar exit point to where one of those last pucks went in the last period. Two goals this period so far, one by Mann and one by Siljan. Or was it Riley and Siljan this period? Hansen sends that one up and out. Eddie applying forward pressure there. That one gets back out into neutral ice as Razinen picks it up, sends it deep into the zone behind the net. That one goes out in front. Eddie to the point for Razinen. Razinen sends it on, loose out and poked out to the sideboards by number 1 of Jefferson. Up the boards for Levine. Levine sends it back up. Sticked ahead by Hansen. Over to the side and then dumped in. Levine will be first on it for the Cats. And that one gets out of the zone. Offside waved off as the Jaguars touch back up. That one sent down the length of the ice for a very reasonable and acceptable icing call. Here comes wife of the year, Jen Rasnan, with camera side delivery of the Jefferson Jaguars hot pretzel and cheese. We'll save you from a pictorial, but it is very delicious. Palello sends it up the boards. Goalie sends that back out front. Picked up again by Jefferson as they come the other direction through the neutral zone and into the offensive opportunity out front. Gets deflected away, back out front. It's the post again. They are snake bit by this post today. I think they've definitely clanged it off the metal a handful of times here, trying to bring it in. That one goes back out into the neutral zone. Jefferson recovers, sends it into the zone, covered by Riley. Riley sending it up the board. Eddie trying to get there, and does. Eddie trying to send it for Hansen. Hansen recovers, trying to get that up front. Riley took a swing at it, missed. Eddie behind the boards, he's pressured back as Jefferson looks for an exit strategy. Holds short at the dot and sends it out. Riley sits on a guy. That looked like an awkward fall. He may have a slow time getting back up. Seems to be all right. Maybe just had the wind knocked out. Loose out in front. Gets sent to that same guy. How convenient. And Straub able to send that out of the way. He's without his stick. Just need to clear that zone there. Sent wide of the net. Levine fighting for possession and the corner alongside the boards. Seljan. Levine trying to get that to Hansen. That's going to be too far. Icing is the call. Strange degree of chippiness starting to enter the play. That one goes up and over the net. Mann tried to take that one away. Riley sends it away from the crease. Mann picks it up at the red line, gets it over to Kreiser. Kreiser keeps the outside backhand catch by Mann. Had some pressure in front of the net, so wasn't able to get a shot off. Nice stick check there by Riley as Palello slows it down, gets it over to Mann. Mann shot on net, goes high. Rebound right to the side post there for Palello. He had the right idea. A lot of nets leaving their moorings here in this third period. Just over 5 minutes left in regulation. Mann tried to get that back to the point for Riley. Went past his stick. Riley sends it up and back out. They'll have to touch up. Kreiser lost sight of that when he caught it behind him. Palello trying to get it back up, but Riley comes out of the zone as well. He's trying to get hooked from behind. Riley making all sorts of progress in front of the net. Centers, leaving that for Pavic. Nice offensive rush there, caught by Jefferson going the other direction. And Kreiser picks it up at his own red line. Trying to send that up and out, goes past icing is the whistle. 4:25 left in this third period. Cats looking for their second win in a row after dropping a couple before this. Last couple games of the season here coming in the form of Prior Lake and Rosemount. Shot gets blocked there by Palello. Siljan sent his man into the boards. Hansen trying to poke that out in the zone. Gets up to Eddie. Eddie's one-on-one with one man remaining. Eddie trying to see if reinforcements are coming. Sends it to the side of the net. And Hansen comes in to help out. Puck sent through the center dot and dumped in deep for Jefferson. Levine keeps his man covered and pinned. Razin and Siljan watching back out towards the point. Gets sent wide of the net, almost tipped in. Back behind the net for Jefferson. Trying to center it there, can't get a shot off. Hansen not able to pick it up, gets back to the blue line. Shot sent aside by Siljan. Shot blocked aside, not sure if it made it all the way through. Eddie has it there at the boards and able to get it out of the zone. And here comes Hansen with a strong skate. Chips it up to himself. Goalie sends it back to the boards. Jefferson got left wing entry there. Palello able to slow it down. Palello and man able to get it back out of the zone. Palello gets a elbow in his face. Pavic, shot and goal. Nice low hard shot by Blake Pavic. Able to beat this goaltender who's done a phenomenal job of keeping most of these shots out of the net. 2:55 left. Your Wildcats up 4-1. Puck's back down. That was Pavic from Palello. Had it a little bit close to the first time, but Pavic trying to get that one out of the zone. Jefferson keeps it in. Man able to backhand it out. Not going to be enough for icing as Pavic gets to the zone or into the puck into the corner. Siljan, nice job keeping stride for stride here with Jefferson. Cougars, and that ends up at the red line. Razin gets that back out, sends it deep. Icing waved off. Siljan saw that. Levine will pick that back up at the other corner. Icing waved off. Levine gets that up for Hansen. Hansen chips that ahead. Tried to get that to Eddie. Siljan trying to take advantage of a quick fall there. Siljan trying to recover a loose puck. Up the boards, Hansen to Riley. Riley sends it in. Back for Hansen. Hansen and Eddie re-enter the zone. Back to Jefferson. Riley will defend. Riley steps up, pushes his man to the outside. Sent back up to the point. Hansen almost had an exit there. Jefferson had trouble getting it, keeping control. That one gets tipped into the air. Jefferson will pick it up at their own red line. Send it to Palello's stick. Palello to Riley. 1 minute left in the third period. Out front. Back to the point for Riley. Riley keeps it in, sends it back into the corner for man. Jefferson drives it up the board. Pinched again there by Riley. Riley sends it into his corner again for man. Kreiser comes in to help out. Man pushed down onto the ice. Sends up to Riley. Riley looking for a lane, takes the shot, gets deflected aside by number 1 of the Jaguars. Palello behind, Kreiser. That one gets sent out. Jefferson brings it in the zone offside, stops short, leaves it for 1. Riley able to read that well and pick it up. 12 seconds left in the game. Cross for Palello. Palello trying to push that into the zone for himself, but that'll do it, folks. End of the game. Your Wildcats victorious 4-1 in this game. Our next game will be against Prior Lake on Tuesday, February 11th. I have a couple days off here for some practice and merriment. I hope you will join us again on Prior Lake from the Dakota Ice Center. And we'll be back. Stay tuned to this channel, different feed for Varsity game. Thanks, folks.